Hello everybody, welcome back to another class on Verbling.com. This is Teacher Abby and this is a beginner lesson where we will talk about our day. So it's an easy lesson, it's going to be conversational, and everybody will have a chance to express their opinions, practice reading, and have a discussion. So hopefully you're able to join us. Vitaly, what did you do today?
I have met with my lawyer because I had traffic accident.
When did you have an accident?
Nothing. It's somebody be, behind come and hit me.
From behind? From behind?
Yes, from behind. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
And my lover caused opened cause because insurance.
You can say he rear-ended me.
Yeah. Nothing.
Well, I'm glad that you're okay, and I hope it goes well for you. All the best.
It was okay. Just I must repair my car.
Drat. That's no good. Let me say hello to Victor. Welcome back.
Thank you, Abby. Sorry, I had a problem with my internet.
You didn't want to hang around. That's what you're telling me. That's
Maybe.
okay, Victor. Don't worry. I'm just glad that you came back. It happens.
Yeah.
And Marina,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine.
Good to see you again. Thanks for coming back to class. Usually you could just say thanks or I'm happy to be here.
This is
I'm
doctor.
here.
Nice to see you again, Marina. And Michael, I said hello, did I? Hello, welcome back, Michael.
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
Good. And Hernan. Hernan, are you there?
Yes, Abby, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for joining me today. Where are you from?
From Colombia.
Is this my first time with you or have I had you before?
No, it's 3 times I don't know, I remember 2 times. I don't remember exactly times, but yeah.
You've been here before. Did you change your picture?
I took your yes. My last picture was a clown.
Okay. I remember.
Okay.
Thank you for coming back. Francisco, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. And Edgar, welcome to the class.
Thank you, Ivy. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm okay today. Happy to be here with you.
Thank you.
Always happy to be here. And Ali, welcome back.
Hi, Abby. I am very, very, very happy to hang around in your class.
See, that's what keeps me happy. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Thank you.
Good. No, today's class is for beginners. Everybody is more than welcome to attend, but the pace is going to be just a little bit slower so that beginner level participants and listeners can understand what's happening in the class. That's the idea. But of course, you're welcome to come and express your opinions. Please ask questions when you don't understand. More than happy to help you, okay? And one last hello is Yuri. Welcome to the class.
Okay, teacher. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My name is Yuri. I'm from Brazil.
Thank you for coming. I'm happy to meet you, and I'm glad that you've come to class today.
Okay, I'm very happy to.
So today's lesson is called, How was your day today? Now, when do we ask that question? When do we ask that question? Victor, what do you think? When do we ask, how was your day today?
In the end of the day.
And what's a possible response that you hear in your house?
It was wonderful.
Very nice. Anybody else have an answer or a time when you can think of when people would say that? At the end. Let me share my screen with you. So I'm going to share the document so we'll all get to look. But Victor is right. Usually at the end of the day you say, how was your day today? And people can give you an answer. Okay? Now, there's 3 pictures here. You know how I feel about these pictures. Sometimes I wonder why. What do you think? The first picture, first of all, who can describe it? Francisco, what do you see in this first picture? Oh, Hernan, what do you see in that first picture there? Describe it.
I see the brush. Paste, I suppose, is when I cleaned my teeth, for example, this morning.
Very good. So we see what in the picture? A mirror. What else?
Mirror, brush.
Toothbrush.
Brush, and the paste. I don't remember the exact toothpaste.
Perfect. Yeah, toothpaste. And what are the toothbrushes in?
Sorry, what? Can you repeat?
What are the toothbrushes sitting in?
A glass.
Very good, a glass.
Abia,
yes?
if you say for example, if you say the toothbrushes, toothbrushes, yeah, is plural.
Yes, that's correct.
It's like allocated in a glass container. Is that weird to say?
Allocated would be very...
Yeah, allocated in a glass container. Glass container, if you would say.
No, we would just say a glass or a glass cup. Yeah. There you go,
Okay.
Vitaly. Exactly. Okay, but you wouldn't say allocated, just so you know. You'd say in.
Okay.
Okay? Now, Edgar, why do you think this picture is in a lesson about how was your day today? How does this picture relate to the topic, Edgar? What do you think?
I don't know. I brush my teeth at the end of the day.
Okay, so very good. That's what I was thinking. Maybe before bed?
Yeah, before to go to bed.
Absolutely. Any other?
While you brush your teeth, you are thinking, how was your day?
You might be thinking about how your day was. Very good.
How your day was.
Does anybody else have any other ideas on why this picture is in this lesson?
Washing. Washing face.
Wash your face at the end of the day. That's what we're talking about.
I think the first activity of the day, wash the teeth.
Very good. That's true. You could say, well, it started good. I brushed my teeth.
The day is going to be good.
Hair.
And your hair, yeah, and washed your face. That's the first sign of a good day. Nice breath and a clean face.
Maybe you looking at the mirror and ask yourself, what did I do today? It was a good day or bad day?
Very good, yeah. You might think, oh boy. You might see yourself in the mirror and say, wow, that's why I had such a bad day.
Or to see if you was real. was ill.
Very good. Very good job. Okay, let's go to our next picture in the middle. Marina, what do you see in this picture? Describe it to us.
Man and woman and their children.
Yeah, so what kind of day would that child have had? What kind of day did the child have, Marina? What do you think?
Child read the book.
She is reading a book. The child reads a book. That's true. Vitaly, what kind of day do you think that child had?
The parents happen to their child.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they're doing.
To read.
Thank you, Vitaly.
Maybe something interesting. She has to read.
Very good. Tell us what happened, right? Thank you very much, Vitaly. Judy.
I think the father and mother teaching for the girl something. The girl didn't understand the subject in the school. I think father and mother help her, I think.
Absolutely could be the case. Very, very nicely done. Any other comments about that second picture? Okay, let's move over to the next one.
Parent just asking her children, how was your day, and show us what did you learn today, maybe something like that.
Absolutely. I hated that question when I was a kid. Hated it. Maybe because I couldn't remember what I learned that day. And our last picture. Hernan, tell us what you see in this picture.
Okay. An employer arrives at work and I don't know, when you mark your target, your car. I don't remember the specific word.
That's okay.
It's an employer arriving with your work, with his work.
Very good. And he is, we say, punching in.
Punching.
He punches in. That means he puts his card in that time and it punches the time on his card, okay? We call that punching in. Any questions about that last picture?
It's older device.
Sorry?
Older device.
It is pretty old.
Pretty old. To now have electronic.
Very good. So those are our questions. Now we're going to read about Charlie. Unfortunately, Charlie usually does the same thing every day. So we're going to learn about his day. And we're going to start from the left and work to the right. So Ali, could you read the first part for us?
Okay. Charles wakes up at 6 o'clock every morning from Monday to Friday. He gets up, takes a shower, gets dressed, and eats breakfast.
Very good. And the last part of that first paragraph, Edgar, could you finish it?
He usually has coffee and cereal for breakfast. Sometimes he has toast and juice. He never has tea or egg for breakfast. He doesn't like them.
Okay, very, very good reading. Any questions on the vocabulary?
Okay, teacher. How can I say this kind of person that make the same thing every day? How can I say this kind in English?
Boring.
Boring. Or you could say he's routined. very routine.
Yes, routine. Okay.
Okay, he likes to follow the same routine every day.
He's like a clock.
He is like clockwork. Marina,
Yes.
how does Charles like to start his day?
Um, Charles wake up at 6 o'clock every morning. He gets up, takes a shower, gets dressed, and eats breakfast. He usually has coffee and cereal for breakfast.
Okay, very good. What about you, Marina? What do you do when you wake up in the morning?
I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning and take a shower and awakens the son and my husband. Then I'm dressed and my son dress and took a son in kindergarten.
Perfect. So I want everybody to listen carefully when your classmates are speaking, okay? Because at the end of the class, I might be asking you some questions, okay? Thank you.
There are too many details to remember.
Pardon?
Too many details to remember.
Well, you just need to remember a few. One or two.
Okay.
Can she repeat her answer?
No. If you didn't listen, you snooze, you lose.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let's continue with our next paragraph.
Teacher.
Yes?
Excuse me. Gets up means leave the bed?
Very good. Leave the bed.
Okay. Thank you.
Very good question. Thank you. Francisco, can you please read the next part of the paragraph?
Yes. At 7:15, Charles leaves for work. He always drives to work. Charles works in the bank. He is the bank manager. He is always busy in the morning.
Very good. Busy. Busy.
Busy, yes. Not busy.
Yeah, exactly. Busy. Nicely done. I'll write it in the chat, the pronunciation. And Hernan, could you read the rest of that one, please?
Okay. He usually has a meeting with his staff. He sometimes talks to customers on the phone. He is always in a good mood at work. He is never grumpy.
Oh, Charles sounds like a lovely person. So, Victor, what does Charles do for work?
He is bank manager.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think he does in a day? If he's the bank manager, what are his duties? What do you think?
He is sitting in front of his computer all the day.
Absolutely. He's sitting in front of his computer the whole day. The whole day.
Grumpy.
So let's talk about the type of person he is, Michael. What is Charles like?
He's an average person, and I don't know. I don't see any distinguishing qualities. He's punctual, I presume. Punctual, yeah.
You sure you don't see anything about who he is or what kind of person he is?
Where should I see that?
In the second paragraph? What is he like?
He's never grumpy.
Yeah, he's a happy person. He's cheerful.
Yep. Well, but it's written like he's always in a good mood at work.
Mm-hmm.
That implies, at least for me, that he might be not in a good mood, not at work, like at home.
No, it doesn't imply that. No, it just means that that's how he's viewed at his place of employment, as a happy person.
Okay. So you cannot infer from that he might, not necessarily like 100% he is, but he might be. Or can you infer?
It really doesn't say anything about it, and you would never draw a conclusion based on this.
Okay.
In English, okay? You wouldn't even think about his home life. You just think, oh, he sounds like a nice guy.
Okay.
Okay? Because usually when people are in a bad mood, it's usually at work, right? So it's saying that he's a happy person. He's... What about who in the class sometimes would like to compare themselves with Charles? For example, I could say, I'm always in a good mood when I'm teaching English, but sometimes I get grumpy.
Why?
I don't know, because I'm a girl. I don't know. What about you, Ali? Tell us, do you ever get grumpy, or are you always in a good mood?
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I am in good mood. Sometimes that. Not usually same mood. I think.
Edgar, that's not what I meant, but thank you for writing that in the chat. What makes you grumpy? What? Let's ask Judy. Tell us, what makes you grumpy?
I don't know. And maybe if the first picture, if I don't wake up well, I wake up grumpy. I think all my day it's terrible. If I don't my night in sleep night is not too good. I think I wake up grumpy. I wake up tired. I think it's not too good.
Very good.
And in the work too, with other people.
¿Será que alguien tomó dos licencias?
What?
Thank you very much, Judy. Excellent answer to that question. What about you, Vitaly? What makes you grumpy?
I don't know. I'm not grumpy. I begin to study with fine mood. I don't know. Maybe because age.
Age makes you grumpy?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, getting older makes me grumpy too.
Maybe. I don't know.
Who else can share? Somebody who hasn't told us yet. Tell us what makes you grumpy.
When I see a black cat.
Why does that make you grumpy?
Well, because I presume that my day will be bad because of that. If the cat is passing, what's the word, Abby? Like he's passing.
Crossing my path.
Yeah, crossing my path.
Hot weather. Ali, if you would be grumpy and I would be happy.
Really?
Yeah, with hot weather. I love hot weather. What about you, Marina? Tell us what makes you grumpy.
I don't know. Maybe Many jobs.
Too much work.
Yes, yes, too much work. Yes.
Good answer. Yeah, for me, it's when I have to rush. When I have to do lots of things in a short period of time, I get a little bit grumpy. Okay. Anybody else want to share?
I get grumpy when I don't understand some phrasal verbs.
Oh.
Traffic police.
Just kidding.
Oh, Victor, I'm sorry. I never want to make you grumpy.
Just kidding.
I know. Okay, let's continue.
Do you grump now? Or
No, I relaxed.
No grumpy people in my class.
No.
Okay, let's continue with our next paragraph. And let me see who's next. Michael, I think it's you. Could you please read that for us?
Charles usually works until 5 o'clock. Sometimes he works overtime and finishes at 6 o'clock. He never goes home early. After work, Charles goes home. At home, he always has dinner with his wife, Susan, and their 2 children.
Thank you, Michael. Very good reading. And if you're not too grouchy, Victor, or grumpy, could you read the rest of that paragraph for us?
After dinner, Charles and his wife usually watch television and their children do their homework. Sometimes the children finish their homework early. Then the family will watch TV together. They usually watch a movie. They never watch soap operas.
Okay, very good. So he works till 5 o'clock. Then what happens? What does Charles like to do after work? Vitaly,
Yes.
what does Charles like to do after work?
After work, Charles goes home. At home, he always has dinner with his wife Susan and their 2 children.
Absolutely. What a nice thing to come home to, right? As long as they're not grumpy, of course. What do you like to do after work? Hernan, what do you like to do after work?
Okay, depends of the day. Sometimes I will go out with my wife to go to a mall that is close to our home. Go to the restaurant and no more, but no exercise after work. Never.
No exercise ever.
No, only sometimes the weekends, but after work on weekdays, no. It's not a good idea for me.
Okay, very good. It's sometimes better to do your exercise in the morning rather
Yes.
than the evening.
Yeah, some people like, but when on weekdays I go up early,
Okay.
and it's not possible. I don't have the possibility.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing. Good, excellent use of vocabulary. Thanks for doing that. And what about Francisco? What do you do after work?
Usually after work, I see movies and the serial TVs.
You watch a TV series or a movie?
Yes,
Cool.
is my dream for every extra time.
Okay.
But I don't have much extra time. But
That's the problem.
yes.
Very good. Anybody else want to tell me, what do you like to do after work? You get home from work, you put down your keys, you close the door behind you, and what's the first thing you think of? The first thing that comes to mind. What is it?
Verbal in class with teacher Abia.
What? I don't know what you want, Michael, but I don't give extra points.
Brownie points.
Thank you. That's very kind. let's go on. Any questions on that paragraph, or anyone else who wants to talk about what they do after work? All right, let's go on. I'm going to, yes?
What is the difference between soap operas and TV series?
Soap operas and TV series? Okay, a soap opera is a specific kind of TV series, like a telenovela. So sometimes a series could be about reality or game shows or something like Lost or Game of Thrones or Hunger Games. Those are all series, but a soap opera is like a dramatic, it's a drama. It's usually got romance, it's kind of a little bit, I don't know how to say that. They can be a little bit, well,
Okay.
soap opera is a telenovela, and a series is any show on TV that has a continued story.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Do
welcome.
you speak Spanish? No.
I do. I speak terrible Spanish. Okay, let's continue. And Vitaly, I'm going to get you to read the last little part here.
The children usually go to bed at 10 o'clock. Before they go to bed, they always brush their teeth and wash their hands and face. Charles and his wife usually go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Very good. Any questions on this paragraph?
No, and questions easily.
Very good. So this is the story of Charles and his family. Very nice reading. Now we're going to continue. Any questions before we do? We've got a dialogue, and we're going to start with Marina is Susan. Marina, you are going to be Susan. And Judy, you are going to be Charles. Go ahead and read that for us. The first part.
How was your day today?
Very good. Thanks.
Do you have to work overtime this week?
I'm not sure. Probably not.
That's good. Then you can come home early.
What are the children doing?
They're doing their homework as usual.
They always do their homework after dinner.
Do you want to watch TV?
Very good. Thank you very much, Judy and Marina. Fantastic. And we'll have Ali and Edgar finish it for us. Ali, you can be Charles. Edgar, you're Susan.
Okay. Not right now. I have a little work to do.
Are you going upstairs?
No, I'll work in the dining room.
I'm going to see if the kids need any help with their homework.
Okay, I hope you can help them.
I hope that they don't need help with math. My math is not good.
I'll help them with math. You help them with English.
Okay, it's a deal.
Yay! Good reading, Judy, Marina, Ali, and Edgar. Good job with our dialogue. This is why I can't have children, because I won't be able to help them with their math homework. They'll be the worst math students ever. Let's talk about it. Pardon? Sorry, pardon?
You can help them with English.
With English. That I could do. Hopefully their English is decent. How important is it to have a routine? So I want to hear your opinion. Let's ask Michael. How important do you think it is to have a routine?
It's not important to have a routine. Actually, it's better to don't have a routine. No.
Why do you answer that way? Tell us why. Why do you feel that way?
Well, because if you do the same thing over and over, it could be like boring at some point. If you do kind of the same thing, if you, for example, after work you do the same thing, Okay, for someone it could be would not be boring, but for me, for example, if I would do exactly the same thing every day, that would be a little bit boring.
So you'd like to shake it up.
A little bit. Also, yeah, at least a little bit. Just do not do kind of the same thing. Because let's say if you work, that's a routine. Okay, you cannot change that maybe, but you should change something else. So, and also you should have like good habits. Like bad habits you should leave. For example, if you eat something unhealthy, you should what, Abby? You should give up on that.
Give it up.
Give it up. And also, if you do something that is not that takes time, for example, I know that you can, like, for example, surf the internet or something like over and over to look at something, and that's not productive. So you should change that. You should do something else.
Okay, very good. I agree. Sometimes a routine can be a little bit boring.
What about you? About routine? What's your opinion, Nadia?
In my opinion, I think, well, I agree with you that I don't like to do the same thing every single day. I lived like that for a long time, and I found it boring. You're right. But I think it's important to maybe be organized. So maybe you have a week plan instead of a daily plan, and every week you try to accomplish similar things.
Do you mean you write down the things that you should do all the week?
Yes, I do.
Okay. No, I never wrote down what should I do all the week. Well, it's in my head.
The week is in your head.
Yep.
That means that means it's not real when you say it's in your head. It's imagined.
What? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I mean all the things that I think I don't write down. I remember like by heart. I know.
Okay.
What I will do tomorrow and after 1 week.
Thank you very much. Let's hear from somebody else. Somebody else give me your opinion about how important it is to have a routine. If you think it's important, or if you think it's something that is not really necessary. Who can tell me their opinion?
When you are a student, the routine is very important because you have to go to class to a specific hour and make your homework to a specific hour, and if you have time, do exercise and practice and studying. Definitely is more important.
Very good. I agree with you, Edgar. When you have things to accomplish and when you're busy like a student is, you have to have a routine. Anybody else? Maybe somebody wants to tell me about their routine? Ali. My classes are always different and at slightly different times, so we try to keep it exciting.
Yeah, the topics are different, but I am always in your class. I like it.
Ali's teacher's pet.
Sorry, I don't think anybody can beat that. I don't think anyone.
What do you mean can beat that?
No one can give a better answer than that one.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going to continue. We're going to practice using the expression, how often do you? And you're going to practice telling me the answer to that question. So how often do you is the question. You can choose any of the activities. Choose a question. Choose a question for your classmates. So for example, Michael might ask Marina, Marina, how often do you do? That's an example. So I want everybody to practice asking this question. Now in response, she can say, I do housework once a year.
I do housework once and a week.
Once a week. Very good. So now, Marina, practice asking a question to one of your classmates using one of the activities in the box.
how often do you do these activities? Have milk for breakfast.
Okay, so Marina, I want you to say, how often do you have milk for breakfast?
How often have milk for breakfast?
And who are you asking?
Asking Yuri.
Go ahead, Yuri.
For breakfast, I make my coffee. I make well for me. My breakfast is a routine because I eat the same thing every day. Coffee and milk, fruits and bread, cheese, something like this. I think for me is my routine.
Very good. Thanks, Yuri. Thanks for sharing that. So now, Yuri, it's your turn to ask a different student a question using this format. Different student, different question.
Okay, teacher. Sorry, I don't understand. I have to ask you for other students about.
I want you to ask them a question saying, how often do you, and then choose an activity.
Okay, okay. Let me see. Edgar, how often do you exercise? How often do you exercise? Ask it from Edgar. To Edgar.
To who? Let's ask
other people.
Let's ask Francisco or Hernan. No, Hernan, tell us. How often do you exercise?
Ay, Dios. Okay. Sometimes I practice exercise, but it's not common. Sometimes, or for example, on weekends. For example, this month, only the holidays, I can practice exercise, but I don't know, twice a week, for example.
Only on the weekends.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, Hernan, I want you to choose a different student and ask them a question.
Okay. Edgar, how often do you read the newspaper?
I never read the newspaper. I prefer read the news in the internet.
How often do you read it on the internet?
Once for a day. Per day.
Once a day. Good. Go ahead, Edgar. Choose a different question for a different student.
Yuri. How often do you do housework, Yuri?
Housework? Well, my wife doesn't hear. Then I never do housework. No. Sometimes I help her. I wash the kitchen or something like this. I'm happy because I don't like it.
I bet you are.
Yeah, but I have to do because my wife she's hungry.
And she looks like a very beautiful wife, Yuri, so you better make her happy. Okay, let's continue. I think everybody understands how we ask these questions. How often do you, and then how to respond, okay? It's very important. Any questions? All right,
No,
now
teacher.
we're going to... Okay, perfect. Let's practice a little bit of grammar. We're going to look at 2 sentences, and we're going to say which one is correct, okay? So only a few are going to participate in this one, and the first one is going to be Victor. So Victor, please read the first 2 sentences and tell me which one you think is correct.
Charles wakes up at 6 o'clock every morning. Charles wakes up at 6 o'clock every morning. The correct sentence is first one.
Why?
Charles wakes up.
Very good.
He.
So whenever you're talking about a person, the verb that follows usually has an S at the end, okay? That's the subject. Very good. Let's go to the next one, and we could perhaps have Ali. Read the next 2 for us.
He usually have coffee and cereal for breakfast. He usually has coffee and cereal for breakfast. He usually has coffee.
Very good. The second one. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. He usually has. So when we're talking he, she, or it, we always conjugate the verb have to has. This next. Vitaly, next.
Charles works in a bank. He has worked there for 20 years. Charles works in a bank. He has worked there for 20 years. In the first, had mistakes. Sorry. In the second, he had. Must be.
Okay, this is this one here. This is the correct one, right? He has worked there.
Yes.
Very
This is correct.
good. Thank you very much, Vitaly. You've got it.
Welcome.
Next, we'll go to Marina for the next one.
At home, Charles has dinner with his wife Susan and their 2 children. At home, Charles has dinner with his wife Susan and their 2 children. Correct two. Their 2 children.
The second one. Why? Is there an echo? Are we having a problem with my audio?
No, not now.
Okay, sorry about that. I didn't catch it in time. Marina, why do we use there in this form? What is this type of there?
I don't know, because it's correct.
You are 100% correct. And it's because this type of there is for possession. Susan and his wife are with Charles, or for Charles, okay? Good job. Thank you very much for doing that. Hernan, can I get you to do the next one?
Okay. Charles usually works from Monday to Friday every week. Second option, Charles usually works from Monday to Friday every week. First one.
Very good. Easy. You guys are pros at this. Michael, the next one.
First one. He always has.
Sorry, this one.
Yep, he always has Saturday and Sunday off.
Excellent, very good. And the next one, Ali?
She don't work tomorrow. She doesn't work tomorrow. Second one.
Perfect, very good. Judy?
He very enjoys playing golf. He enjoys playing golf very much. The number two is correct.
Number 2, very good, excellent. What is something that you enjoy very much, Yuri?
I enjoy. I like surfing. Surfing and ride a bike.
So you could say, I enjoy surfing very much.
Yes, I enjoy surfing very much.
Nicely done. Very good.
Yes.
And who has not had a chance? Who has not done a grammar exercise yet? Okay, then I'm going to ask Edgar to do the very last one for us in the bottom left-hand corner over here.
Charles very like to play ball. Charles really like to play ball. The second.
Very good. So we use really before the verb likes, okay? Nicely done. Any questions or comments about the grammar? Let's try to keep it simple, so no complicated.
Is it impossible to say very likes?
Yes, it is. You never say very before likes. Okay?
Okay.
Nicely done. Let's finish off our lesson with our discussion. So this is what we do. We choose a question for each other. You guys have an open conversation for about 5 or 6 minutes, okay? Let's start with Vitaly. Choose a question and a student, and you guys know how it goes. Listen carefully.
Okay. For Herman. What time do you usually get up? Herman.
The first. Many times, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
It's early.
5:30, my goodness.
Yeah.
Hernan.
Again, and the last I get up.
It's
You
early
win.
bird.
I do. I wake up at 5:30.
Hernan, can you choose a different question for a different student?
Okay. Okay. Moment. 5. What do you usually have for breakfast? I don't know, Marina.
I have not breakfast usually at my home.
You don't eat breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Marina, choose a different question for a different student.
Question number 10. For Ali. What do you usually do after work or school?
¿Por qué tengo tanto reto?
I usually join verbal classes after work.
Very good. Excellent. All right, let's see what we remember about our classmates. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions. Let's talk about Marina, first of all. Who remembers when Marina wakes up in the morning and what she does? What is her morning routine?
She doesn't say.
She did say at the beginning of class a long time ago. Who remembers what it is?
She take the children kindergarten. I remember.
That was one of the things she does. Perfect. She wakes up at 7 o'clock. She takes her son to school. She also wakes up her husband. Is that right, Marina?
Yeah.
What does she eat for breakfast?
What?
What does Marina eat for breakfast? Marina, not you. Shh.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's probably why she's so skinny. Hey, what are you doing?
What's his name?
Hey. Do you want to say hello? Say hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, kid.
That's my little cousin, Callum.
Is he
Okay.
beginner or intermediate?
He teaches me English now. Okay. What makes Yuri grouchy? What makes him grumpy? Sorry, grumpy. What makes him feel grumpy?
Because mistakes.
No. What makes him feel grumpy? When he has a bad what?
New words.
Work.
When he has a bad night. When he sleeps bad. What about Victor? What makes Victor feel grumpy?
Don't understand the phrasal verbs?
Yay! Good job. I was wondering if you remember that. That one's from a while ago. And what about Hernan? How often does Hernan work out? How often does he like to get a sweat on? Not even Michael? You don't remember?
Hernán,
Sorry?
You can't be
Once a week.
twice
On the
a week.
weekends.
Twice a week.
Twice a week or on the weekend or on his holidays.
Yep.
Good job. And what is Ali's favorite thing to do after work?
Join Abby's classes.
Or any verbling class, not just mine. Any verbling class. Oh, you guys did so good. You guys did such an awesome job in today's class. I have to go because I have a private class and then I have one last hour. So hopefully I will see you guys for the last hour today. If not, thank you for coming. Good job in today's class. Any questions?